Welcome to episode 7 of the Today I Play podcast, where you will always, and I do mean always, get more than just a tip. And today I've been playing a lot. If you are one of those people out there who is saying that there are no games to play, you are tripping. There's too many, in fact. My backlog is bigger than ever, and there's even more coming out back to back. But where do I even start? Okay. I have been playing Persona 3 Reload like crazy. It's a remake, I get it. Man, is it still good? And it's still one of the most darkest Persona games. Like, almost everybody in there don't have a parent or they're orphans. People are finna die. It's like when it turned midnight, caskets everywhere, blood everywhere. It's a really dark story. And a really dark, it has really dark characters. Like really dark characters you have to socialize with, and it can be so depressing sometimes. So depressing. But that's also its charm. Like the charm of Persona 3 is how depressing it can be, and it gets depressing. But they improved a lot of stuff that needed to be improvement. Gameplay, graphics, of course. Some animations, a lot of animations are kind of hit or miss, because it's like, why did they do like a random, it's supposed to be a clock for a transition, but it looked like there's like two squares, two rectangles, and it's just like not that appealing looking. But the menu animations, fire, all that stuff like that. But yeah, not much to say. It's still Persona 3. It's not including the DLC, which is like Persona 3 Fest that was back in the day. It is a leaked rumor, still a rumor, that the answer will be a theme by itself at some point. But who knows? But I've been enjoying that. I started Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Finally, man. I forgot how good it feels to play a Star Wars game. Man, Respawn really put their foot in that game and did a number on it, because man, it's so good to play and move around, swing a lightsaber, block, parry, freaking return laser sights and stuff like that, laser shots. I'm having a wonderful time with that as well. I'm only like a couple hours in, very few in between this, because I'm trying to get Persona 3 out the way, and Persona 3 is taking up a lot of time because it's a long JRPG. But I'm enjoying it. But speaking of JRPGs, there's 2 more on the back burner that still need to get beat. I haven't started freaking Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, and I heard that is long and deep, so I'm probably gonna slowly play through that game, because it has so much content I probably want to do. We're just gonna do that slowly. And then on the 29th, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth comes out. It's kind of why I'm rushing to beat Persona 3 Reload, because I want to play Final Fantasy Rebirth without any distractions, without any, other long running RPGs in my way. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That game is like Game of the Year. I know I said a couple podcasts ago, Hellblade 2 was like probably my, pick for Game of the Year this year. Not anymore. I went hard on Final Fantasy VII right now. Right now, I see the potential of that game so much. The demo showed improve. It's gonna be great. But that's besides the point. I also gave a shot to PlayStation's Foam Star that Square Enix made, but it's on PS Plus right now. Foam Stars is actually decent. It's I wouldn't call it a Splatoon knockoff anymore after playing it. Yes, of course, they stole a lot. Meaning 4v4, the ground's covered in colors, the aiming is not direct. Sometimes it has a little arch. They took a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of differences as well. For example, the game mostly focuses on killing, not making sure the entire floor is covered and stuff. The floor doesn't have to be covered at all, and you can still win the match. So that's cool. It's more about PvP, killing and stuff like that. Height matters because the foam can stack. So height matters as well. It's not just, flat surfaces when it comes to your paint. And like in Splatoon, foam can build up and spread like a crazy. There's a reload button for once. You don't go on the ground like in Splatoon. You can reload or you can ride your surfboard, quote unquote, to get around the map faster. And it's a character shoot as well. You build characters, you build your own character in Splatoon, your weapon, your gear, stuff like that. But in this, it's literally a character shoot. They have their own special abilities and weapons for each separate character. It's only 8 characters, unfortunately. I wish it would have been more to give it a little bit of variety, because you see the same team every time pretty much. But they're still different enough that I feel like it's cool. But I've been enjoying it so far. It has a little kinks when it comes to menus. I hate when a menu, it's not loading, but they have to go through their processes. This game has it's a little duck that just talks to you, and this stupid ass duck just want to finish the sentence before I get out the menu or start the next match. Just let me start the next match without this duck talking to me, please. But I digress. I don't want to rant about a stupid ass duck. The game is fun. It's fun. The matches are not too long, not too short. They can go longer than you probably expect when it goes to overtime, because then the game mode is called Kill the Star, or whatever it's called, something star, where you have each team has 7 lives, and then when they run out of 7 lives, somebody becomes the star. It's usually the person that's doing the best on the team, and that person has to basically survive, and they get a lot more health, but they gotta survive and before the other team kills them, and you basically gotta kill the other team's star. It's fun. I enjoyed it a lot. But that's enough about Foam Stars. Cool little game. Has a battle pass, the usual. It's only $6, but it still has a battle pass, the live server stuff. We'll see how long it lasts. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. Also, still playing Suicide Squad. I'm gonna beat that soon, probably, hopefully. Yeah. I still enjoy it, even though the world shitted on it. Probably more than it deserved. But it's cool. I'm excited to see how the story wraps up with the live server. What the end game is gonna be like. Joker is in March, so that'll be a thing. But I'll be slowly coming back to this game. I don't think it's something that I'll be playing every single day of my life. No. But I enjoy it. I'll come back from time to time to see what's up. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't think so. Let's get to the real nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Xbox. For the past week and some change, maybe 2 weeks now, there was rumors going rampant, going wild, and Xbox did not deny them. The rumors were that Xbox is bringing basically their entire slate to other consoles, meaning PlayStation and Nintendo. And the internet got set on fire. Everybody that was Xbox warrior was in shambles and trying to defend what was happening. And the internet went crazy. Fast forward to now, they finally had their podcast, I guess what it is, a podcast, their announcement video, talking about their future plans for Xbox. They call it a business update, I guess. And well, it's more business as usual than Xbox is over type shit, So, what they announced, they had Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty all sitting there on the stools talking to each other for 20 minutes. And they announced that 4 games are coming to other platforms. They did not say which ones. They only said that 2 were existing and 2 were other smaller games, I guess is what they said. Smaller games that haven't been announced yet. And they said they wouldn't announce, those games would be announced at a later date. He also clarified that no, Starfield will not be going to PS5, neither will Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which were what the big names in all these reports the week before. All the reports were saying Indiana Jones, Starfield coming to other platforms. It's okay, you get your friends, your fans a little breather room. They can take a deep breath, ooh, you're not ruining our console libraries to this day. We can still keep fighting against PlayStation like the console war still matters nowadays. But anyways, yeah, so they still said, hey, we still believe in our ecosystem. There will be another console as well. So because people thought this would be no more consoles for Xbox. No, because we even knew that when they had the whole FTC thing with Sony. when the stuff got leaked, we saw the console. We saw how it would look. Like it's a mid refresh console. Like we saw how it looked, but people still were in denial. Like, oh, Xbox not gonna have another console. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. But I think they finally decided on a direction for their company, for the Xbox brand. Like they had this. I think they decided that it's okay for us to have our games on other platforms, considering that our console isn't selling as well as it probably could. Right? I think Sony is selling it 2-1, maybe 3-1. We'll get to Sony after this because Sony not doing too hot either, but we'll get to that. But yeah, their console selling 2-1, and they realize, hey, software is king, and that is fact. Software is king. If your software is available in most places, people will go to it. So they're adding other games to other platforms, and I think it's fine. I think the two of the games will be Sea of Thieves and Grounded. Live service games on other platforms make sense. You can get money from them. Makes the most sense. The two other games, I don't know. I have no clue. I won't even try to guess. But I don't know who. People will probably dive on Sea of Thieves because Sea of Thieves it's a cute little game. Not for me. I see why people like it. But Grounded though, I think it's gonna come over PlayStation and just die. It's just gonna go on PlayStation and die. I don't see that doing well. But anyway, who am I don't know. Who am I? But anyway, so they clarified that, and people were, had their expectations lowered and their fears lowered, and they got that off the rip too. Like get that out the way. So then he also said he expects exclusively of the video games to. He said that he expects exclusivity across all the game industry to become smaller and smaller over the next 10 years, because more stuff is coming to PlayStation now. More stuff is coming to PC now. More stuff is coming to Switch now. So like the exclusive barriers are kind of blurring up a little bit. I still think there will be strong no's like this will only be on our platform. Nintendo, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Xbox. I think Halo and Gears will stay over there. I think I don't know. I don't know. And then we'll have PlayStation. They still gonna have their God of War, they Uncharted. They staples that's gonna stay over there. But I think a lot of games are going multi-platform. PC is gonna be. If you have a PC right now, you are loving it. Like me too. I have a PC now. I am loving it. I don't give a freak where I play the game now. I used to as a kid. That shit, it's over. I don't care where I play a game as long as I can play the game and have a fun time with it. I'm a big a trophy guy on PlayStation. I used to love platinum trophies. I still do, but right now I don't care that much to do it. Especially when I can get a better deal on PC, it'll run better and look better. Why would I, get every game on PlayStation? No, I can get the exclusive on PlayStation that I want, and then get the third parties elsewhere. That's what I've been doing. That's what most people do. And Xbox recognizes that. It's not like acting oblivious to that situation. So they're going day to day with their games. They started a while ago, even though they lied at one point, said they wasn't going to go day to day, but they're now doing day to day with their exclusive. So and on Game Pass, they also clarified that. I forgot to say that they clarified that their exclusive games, their first party games, will be going to Game Pass day one. They are not changing that. Everyone thought they would because if you're gonna put stuff on other platforms, you might as well make your games come out a little bit. No, still day one. Still, that's good for a lot of people. To be honest, it's good for consumers, but I don't know how good that is for the business. I don't know. I'm not a business guy, but it doesn't make sense to me personally. I guess subscriptions how most companies make their most money. Reoccurring money is best money. Buying a game one time, that's not like the best thing. They love reoccurring money. So stuff like this, I get, but I don't know with the amount of money they gotta put into it to make these games, to get these deals to go on Game Pass. I don't know, but that's about it. The gloom and doom can finally cease. Xbox isn't going anywhere for now, for the foreseeable future. But I still have glimmers where like this feels like the beginning of something that's gonna continue. Cause he made it seem like only these, don't expect any more games, only these 4 games, right? But I'm like, you're not gonna have a business podcast, and it's only gonna be these 4 games. I think once these 4 games come out and they see how well they do, this is like putting your foot, your pinky toe in the water, testing the waters. You're gonna see how they do. Cause I do believe they're gonna do well. I think Sea of Thieves especially will do well. But just putting your foot in the water and seeing how it does, and then I think other games will come. Because I'm sorry, Xbox is in the business, not even Xbox, Microsoft is in the business of making money, and software is king. It's been king for Microsoft forever, and it will stay king forever. Like, it makes sense to, especially when you bought these companies for like a total of $90 billion, all these companies you bought, developers and stuff, you will want to get that money back as fast as possible. You need to recoup that. And it's just all me thinking about it. There's nothing like, nothing confirmed or nothing like that. It's just me ranting. I think you would want to get that money back fast as possible. Not rush it to the point where you'll, fuck it up. But if you put your stuff other places slowly, that'll get the money coming in faster. So he might have said Starfield ain't going nowhere, but what about Elder Scrolls 6? He might have said that Indiana Jones ain't going nowhere, but how it ain't going nowhere like the first year? For how long? Because I feel like it makes no sense to only put 4 games and then don't do any more. Is that logical to y'all? I don't think that's logical at all. Doing only 4 and that's it. No, you're doing 4 now. 4 now. And then more will probably come in the future, right? That's more logical, but they didn't want to say that to make it seem like, it's all doom and gloom. I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think it's a smart decision by Xbox. Xbox has all these IPs, and why limit the money you can make from all these IPs? You're going to end up like the Embracer Group and start firing a whole bunch of people. Like, they already did that, by the way. So, like, come on. You don't want these studios to close down. IP just there wasting, like, Embracer Group could suck a dick, by the way. They bought all these people, the Deus Ex people, stuff like that, and then just cancel the stuff. Like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, Xbox is doing okay. But now, they announced the first Activision game that is going to Game Pass will be Diablo 4 on March 28th, which is dope. Diablo 4, I liked it, but I just never went back to it. I cannot lie. I probably put like 20-25 hours into it. Just never went back to it. I don't know. I probably will eventually when the game gets more content and better. But it's good. It's good. I'm glad it's going to Game Pass. It's a start. I would want to see the old Call of Duties on there immediately, but I know it's like a big cash grab for PlayStation, and PlayStation don't want that either. But they don't have backup pat anyway, so why do they care? But anyway, they also clarified that the layouts they had in 2023 when they fired 1,900 people, which was sad, was a big reason of them going multi-platform, which makes sense. You fire all these people to lower the overhead and the cost of all the bullshit you got to do, and they need the money. Like, they need the money, and they want to contain more jobs and keep people working without having to fire more people. So you might as well go multi-plat. Makes sense to me. And they want to keep people libraries like. They want to keep people libraries. Like, they want to. He used the word respect. He wants to respect the library of players, right? Because I know, even now with Sony, with the whole Funimation thing, where they're deleting people's digital videos that they bought, they're just getting rid of them without anything, because technically you don't own digital stuff. And Xbox is like, no, we want to be like PC, where if you own it, you own it forever type shit. And I feel like that's how most stuff should be. I disagree with the thought, because there's a thought process that if you buy it digitally, you don't own it. And I feel like that's only the case when it comes to console, because there are plenty of other platforms on PC, aka like GOG, stuff like that, like where you can get DRM free games and you can keep them forever. Cold storage them hoes. Like put them on a hard drive. Don't think about it. It's there forever. It's yours. Like, I don't know. Especially with the way PC players preserve games, whether it's with piracy. With piracy, or with keeping like not malware. I forgot, vanillaware games, like games that have no license, that aren't licensed, and have no way to buy it. They keep those games up and going. Like, it is okay to believe in digital gaming, but also you can also understand that on some platforms you will not own those games if they decide to take them away from you. PT, remember PT? It was in all of our libraries and they took it away from us. Konami can suck a dick. And finally, Xbox announced that they will release 10 games this year. They announced, I think last time or 2 years ago, where every month is gonna be a banger, and they didn't live up to the expectation. But I do believe they'll do this time, because he also said June they got some stuff to show, which I'm excited for. June is a big month for gaming, so that looks cool. But 10 games, I can see it. Will they be great games? Possibly. I think Avowed will be good, even though it looks weird to me. Indiana Jones will be good. I love it. I don't care if it's first person, third person. It looks good to me. Hellblade 2 will be good. Like, that's 3 off the bat. So, like, hey, he also made a little snippy response. Like, yo, we are the biggest third party. What do you say? We are the biggest third party developer for PlayStation. So, duh, it makes sense for us to keep doing it. And it's true. Like, Xbox probably is the biggest third party publisher for PlayStation. That is because they own Call of Duty, they own Minecraft. Yeah. So, but yeah, all in all, this business update, which is business as usual, nothing crazy. It's just, well, it's kind of crazy, but it's not like burn your bridges down, sell your Xbox crazy. It's more like it's the start of something that could continue on in the future. These games could probably still continue on in the future. I believe that they will continue to release games on other platforms, whether it's Switch or PlayStation, either or both. They will continue to do so. And I do believe they will still continue to have a console and still, have the Game Pass thriving. But, PlayStation could be a little bitchy sometimes when it comes to like other companies that have consoles and making games for their stuff. But, I think it is a okay thing they're doing this, but it's probably not the best if they don't do it right. We'll see if they do it right in the near future. Hopefully they do. Now, I want to talk about PlayStation as well, because while we were, I guess me too, but while a lot of people were laughing at Xbox, making jokes, making memes, PlayStation wasn't doing too hot either. Sony announced that PlayStation won't release any major first-party games before March 2025. And let me clarify this. They announced they won't release any existing major first-party games before March 2025. Meaning, no God of Wars, no Spider-Mans, Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, Ghost of Tsushima 2, which hurts. I need that now. But, yeah. They also had a business update where they clarified a lot of things, that before the fiscal end of the year, meaning by March, they expected to sell 25 million units, meaning consoles. They did not meet that. They think they're going to reach 21. So that's lower profits than what they probably expected. I believe software is also down. Yeah, software sales are also down. And it's like they're realizing that the exclusive model, meaning not going to PC fast enough, is not helping as much as they thought. And I believe CEO Sony said that they're starting to look at heavily putting their games on other platforms faster now. Like these are not like his words, but he basically said they're looking into putting it on other platforms a lot more, which makes sense. It makes sense. We all knew once Xbox started doing it, PlayStation was going to do it as well. So like, how do I feel about it as a majority? I used to be a majority of PlayStation player only. I don't care. I don't care. I will buy it where I want to play it at anyway. As long as it's like, still good games, still has the community, I don't really care about the console war stuff anymore. I like watching it because it's funny, but me personally, no, it's not something that I really care about. As long as the games are there where I want to be and I have the ability to play them, I will play them. And that's pretty much it. Like, I feel like also this is kind of funny with the whole not having any games, like main games before 2025. We laughed at Xbox on the Xbox One era for 8 years, only having Halo, Gears, and Forza. We laughed at them for years, but now we're gonna be hitting a whole year and some change, because when does Spider-Man come out? October. And I guess if you want to count the God of War Valhalla DLC, because it's still technically a big healthy thing, but it's not a full game, so I won't count it. It's just an update. But October was the last first party sequel game that came out. I know January we had what did it have January? Did it have any January? But I know February they had Helldivers 2, which I don't know if it's for first party. I don't know if they are first party who made that, but Helldivers 2 exclusive game that came out. So I think they're gonna be going with that because we have Final Fantasy. This is a time exclusive on PlayStation. We have Stellar Blade, which looks good, which is an exclusive. Yeah, those are the games that we'll be getting. Which it can be great for some people, it can not be great for some people. And for me, it's a mixed bag. I'm looking forward to Rise of Ronin. Stellar Blade looks good, but I don't know if I will pay $70 for Near Light, because it's basically Near Automata Light. And then I like it's a cute character. She got a nice butt, but is it something where I'm like $70? I need that now? Not really. It look like a wait and see type game for me. Rise of Ronin though, I don't know. I might need that. But I don't know. They also got Silent Hill 2 as a exclusives come out later this year, but I don't really care. Silent Hill 2 looks booty gameplay wise. But yeah, Sony is not doing too hot as they thought they were. They also said they believe the console sales will continue to go down over the years. Of course, they also said they're in the later half of the PS5 life cycle, which makes sense because the console been out for how long now? 4 years? Makes sense. We'll probably see the announcement of a PS6 probably around 2027, 2028. It makes sense. So yeah. And just for future reference, everyone needs to chill out on Sony's side too, because on every PS3, every PlayStation console since PS3, meaning PS3 and PS4, the second half of that console generation had the best games. PS3, Last of Us, stuff like that. God of War 3. No, God of War 3 is early, but definitely Last of Us and stuff like that. And then you had PS4, you had Last of Us 2, Spider-Man. I almost blanked out on Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank games, stuff like that. Like, the second half is usually better. So, and it's looking that way still, because we still got Ghost of Tsushima 2 that got to come out. Wolverine. Yeah, it's still good stuff over there. So, while they might not be doing their best because they canceled a lot of stuff, canceled a lot of live service games like the Last of Us multiplayer, which is sad for me, but they still canceled it. And they had leaks with Insomniac, which is unfortunate. It's fine. There will still be a lot of games coming out for both platforms, and the console warriors can continue to argue. But I don't give a as long as these games come out. I also want to talk about something quick. EA, one of the EA developers who made, what is the name of this Wizard game? I'm not even sure if I want to give it a name. that's how like bland and nobody cared about the game. It was called Immortals of Avium. I'm going Avium. Immortals of Avium, right? That was a game everybody saw, had a cool little bedazzled lights, sparkle effects. It looked okay. It looked like an okay game, right? He said that basically single player games are. I don't want to mess his words up. Let me get this right. After spending around $125 million on this game, by the way, which is a waste of money. It's pretty, but it's a waste of money. He said a AAA single player shooter in today's market was a truly awful idea. And people pointed at that person and laughed. People pointed at that person and laughed. Like, you tripping. You're tripping. Because you can just look at the success of Cyberpunk. Like, I don't even got to go through like the rabbit holes and loopholes to get to like all these other games. Just look at the success of freaking Cyberpunk, and you cannot deny that statement is flawed. You made a very average game, and you're gonna deal with the cost. Like, you're gonna deal with the cost. Like, it is okay to just be like, yo, we fucked up, we failed, and we're gonna do better next time. People didn't really enjoy what we made, and damn, we can do better. But single player first person games still are doing well. Atomic Heart, a great game, and System Shock 2, a great game. Like, why are we acting like single player games cannot do well? High on Life, another amazing game. Like, stop. Just stop. Like, you're acting this way because you failed, and I get it. You overbloated this game and you put too much money in it. That's on y'all. Y'all made a mistake. But saying that the single player first person shooter market is dead is crazy. I cannot lie. But you know, people love to complain. I remember when the what is the name of that PlayStation exclusive? But the dude complained about people not buying this game and buying it on sale, and they should have bought it when it was new if they want a sequel. Probably. But also, you didn't do enough to show and prove that people should buy your game. But I digress. Fuck that nigga. just stop being salty and just, get it over it. Now, I want to talk. I keep saying that, but it's a podcast. I got to yap. There's a conversation about dead games that keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And the new game that's been attacked is Power World. Power World lost, I think, like 70% of its player base on Steam charts. If you look at Steam charts for Power World, and it's only on Steam because you can't look at Xbox numbers. But Power World lost about 73% of its player base, right? And a lot of these people on the internet will call that, say, "Oh, dead game dying, dead game," right? It makes little to no sense. Makes little to no sense, right? Because golly, I just looked right now, and 300,000 people are playing Power right now. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, so I don't know what that person was talking about. It had. If this is the dead game, then my God, kill every game, kill every live service game right now. Because golly, this game is thriving. But anyway, people love to say when people beat the game, people stop playing the game and move on to something else, that, oh, the game is dead now, because they expect every game to be like Call of Duty and Fortnite, where people only play that game and only play that game forever. No, you will be so lucky if you make a live service game and people can still play it to this day. I want to see some numbers, right? I want to look up some games that came out a little while ago and see how many people are still playing it. So I'm going to start with like Fall Guys, right? Fall Guys has how many people playing that game right now? Fall Guys, Steam charts. Because I'm pretty sure it still has a big fan base. Well, not the biggest. Fall Guys, because I'm recording this late as hell, so, you know. But it only has 1,000 people playing it right now on Steam, right? But it's on every other platform, so like I'm pretty sure it's doing relatively okay. Not the best it probably could be, but relatively okay. Then we have like what? Let's look up Rocket League, I guess. Rocket League, I'm pretty sure it's thriving. Like yeah, right now at 2 o'clock in the morning, it has 10,000 people playing it, and 24-hour peak it has 34. Yeah, Rocket League is still killing it, right? It never reached over 150,000 people playing it at one time. But it still kept its consistent fan base because this is a good game, right? I have a couple more. Lethal Company still killing it. 42,000 people still playing that game right now. Then we have Lost Ark, which is the MMO. 38,000 people still playing that game. Ark Survival, 17,000 people still playing that game. And then 10,000 playing the remaster. So like these games can still do well, right? I'll even look up Suicide Squad. I'm not getting numbers. Oh, okay. It has 1,000 people playing right now. 2,000 24-hour peak, right? That's still not bad for a game that can end and people can walk away from it. Sorry, it only peaked at 13K at one point anyway. I know they make this argument to a single player game as well. The argument for a lot of people when they have like a fight over like console wars or whatever they want to talk about, they always make the argument that yeah, you beat this single player game, but you play it for like 1 week and you beat it and then that's it. You don't get to play it no more. Yeah, that's the point. That's the point. I enjoy beating games and them ending and me going to something else. Why do I gotta live in this universe forever? I'm sorry. Not everybody wants to live in every universe forever. Like we're not gonna do that. Another game they called Dead 2 was the finals. I forgot about that. They called the finals Dead 2, which is crazy. The finals has still 40,000 people playing that game and they called it dead, bro. I don't get these internet people. These people who live on the internet and just get numbers and call stuff dead. If a game like freaking Veiled Experts can have 1,600 people still playing their game, like these games can continue on forever. Like it is blasphemy for people to just keep thinking like this, bro. Games, as long as they have their community, they can survive. Gacha games do this all the time. All you need is a big enough community that supports you, and you can live. And that's pretty much it. So that means don't fuck over your community, and you'll be fine. Pretty much, just don't fuck over your community. But I love making fun of people who just get on the internet and call a game dead without one ever playing it, two not even like knowing what the word dead would mean. Like for me, a dead game, right? A dead game is something where you feel like it's unrecoverable. Like the number is so bad that almost nobody's playing it. So what was that Square Enix cash grab game that came out for like a month and then died? Babylon's Fall. Babylon's Fall came out and like 10 people was playing that game. Yeah, that's one. What is Exo Primal doing right now? Is that on Steam? How is Exo Primal doing? Exo Primal is another example. It has 58 people playing it. This is a dead game, right? It never had more than 200 people playing it for most of the time. It'll have a peak where like, oh, it's a new update, something cool happened. It didn't drop back down. Like, this is what I mean by dead game. And dead on arrival too. If your game comes out under 10K people playing your game on day one and you're a live service, I think it's okay to call that game a dead game. Right? Not day one, of course. Let a couple months go by. But I think it's okay to say, yo, this game's gonna need a boost or it's gonna die in less than 6 months, right? But the people who look at these 30,000 player games, 10,000 player games, even 4,000 to 3,000 people player games and call them dead, it's crazy. And when you look at a single player game and call that a dead game, you're tripping. Now, I said Suicide Squad earlier. I get people call it a dead game because it only has like a certain amount of people playing it right now. But they also haven't even dropped season 1 yet. So when season 1 comes out, when Joker comes out, and then people start playing it, then we got a conversation. But for right now, people play the single player campaign and moved on to something else. Like Helldivers 2. I still didn't play Helldivers 2. I won't play that game so bad. I'm probably gonna play it next month This month's kind of hectic when it comes to everything. Pretty much, I want to play that game. And Helldivers 2 is doing amazing. I believe today it reached over 250,000 players playing it, man. What an insane number, bro. What an insane number. An achievement, too. PlayStation finally has their week live service game, right? And I don't even know if they own them or not. I need to make sure. I can't say that and they don't own them. But I think they do. I think they do own them, though. Maybe not. You know, they're independent. Yeah, Sony just invested in them. Oh, they made the Magica series. I didn't know that. That's good to know. But yeah, these guys are having a success just like Power. Not as big, of course. I'm not gonna like, you know, because people love to like, oh, how is this successful when Power sold to like 10 million? And like, no, they're both successful. Just Power was more successful. You get it? Successful, more successful. It's fine. Anyway, both of these studios had amazing success early in this year, which is super crazy to see. I love seeing new, like, not even new IP. This is a sequel, but like fresh games getting shine, especially when the beginning of this year is already hectic with AAA games. But we still seeing these other games getting a lot of shine, which is great, which is dope. And I need to play this game because I need the memes I'm seeing for this game with all the bombs, the deaths, the accidental deaths, the accidental kills. Mwah. So this would be a live service game I would be definitely interested in playing. And I don't even know if I'm a big live service guy. I still play a lot of them, so I guess I can say I am, but I don't know if I would like to see the trade continue happening. I don't know. I know it's gonna continue happening because money, money, in my Mr. Crowd voice. But yeah, no, like live service games and single player games can go as this. I just wish single player games get more respect from the peons in the internet. Because the peons on the internet will tell you that a game is dead if it don't have like multiplayer, and it's like, all right, whatever, go play Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, etc. But anyway, is there anything else I want to talk about? I think that's it. No, I think that's good. To wrap it all up, Xbox isn't dead. They gotta change the plans, and change the plans might be good or bad depending on what you think and how you feel about the platform itself. Their games coming to other platforms can be a great thing for them and a great thing for gamers in general, but it also can lead to more bullshit, more BS. I'm glad they're not gone, because if they were gone, PlayStation would just dick down the community. They would dick down the community so bad that we would have no choice either. They're already doing it now with digital games. That's why they're getting sued. They would have a so big monopoly, and they would just do whatever the fuck they want to, like they did with PS Plus. Not enough people complain about PS Plus. That bit's $80 now for a year. They will continue doing shit like that forever. And you know, PlayStation isn't doing too hot as well, but they're still, you know, have games coming out that's not existing franchises. He had to say that we won't have existing franchises coming out, you know. But you know, we'll see some games. Will they be excellent A-tier games like their existing franchises? Probably not. But you know, they'll be good games nonetheless. And yeah, man, I want to play. I'm gonna get back to playing more of these games. I need to beat Persona 3 now so I can move on. So, thank you for watching. Let me know what y'all think about the Xbox stuff. Is Xbox dead? Is it dying? Is it over? All these hyperboles? Is it gonna be the end of all times? Is PlayStation finally gonna go down and go to hell? Are they finna lose everything like Xbox did? Oh my God! Is it just reverse now? Did it finally reverse? Like, stop. Well, this has been the Today I Played podcast. I'm Senpai Shiba, and I thank you for watching. Peace.